Welcome to the channel, everybody. I just got done with a 5-hour stream of this post-patch UFL, and I was super excited to play. I could not wait. I was looking for every chance to see positives in the game. I even was saying if the game played how these notes say, then Eugene UFL, they deserve kudos, because it almost seemed too good to be true that they could fix all that. And it definitely was. That's just the truth. You guys are going to see this for yourself. And if you're having fun playing this game, by the way, and even if you did before patch, then that's fine. Do not listen to the rest of this video. Do not let mine or anybody else's opinions change yours. If you're having fun, then you keep having fun, period. Screw everybody else, all right? If you're enjoying it, enjoy the game. Now, I'm not talking about you rats, though. I had one in particular in the stream that literally was showing that strikers didn't fix the defense. They didn't fix, they said the depth is better now. The gap between the midfield and defense is better, so you can't just stack 8 players back. The width is better, and even showed us a picture and a short. None of it's changed. And this player who was an example of that, which you can see all this in my stream, 5-hour stream, said, well, you could do it too. Why don't you just do it? In another person in the stream basically used the example of if we were playing poker, just me and you, just to see who's a better poker player, right? And then you could shove 4 kings, 4 aces up your sleeve just so you had them, and then you say you did that and you won every time. That wouldn't prove anything. There's no point, because you cheated. You didn't do anything. And that's exactly the same thing. You're using something that strikers, admittedly in their notes, doesn't want in the game. So you have to know either A, they're going to remove it, or B, they want to and they just can't figure it out yet. Either way, they don't even want to have players like you playing like that, because you're doing something that's showing that they didn't fix what they said. So you're not going to be able to go anywhere in the game, right? You're literally wasting your time, but unfortunately there's not enough logical people like that. They just see, oh, I'm winning, and they're going to keep playing like rats. And because you have this ability in UFL, all these players that can't hack it in FC and eFootball, and they want to play football, they're going to come over here where they can use their glitches and exploits and all that. So that's a downside. But on top of the fact that, I don't know if it was a blatant lie or what it could be, because nobody in their right mind could play this game and say, oh my gosh, and read through the notes line for line, and you tell me. They say through balls are fixed. No, they are not. They are not fixed at all. You still can't thread a through ball through the gaps, which is the most important part, why it needed to be fixed. The through ball in football games, just like in real football, is the most important pass in the attack. Think about it. When your strikers or cams or anybody makes a run through, you got to thread that ball and be able to play a through ball. That's what makes passing stats matter in true football games like FC or even eFootball, who does a great job. They both do great jobs with accurate through balls. It's so important. In UFL, you essentially can't play through ball because it's so inaccurate that your only option is to play the ball to attacker's feet and look for a snapshot, like a quick turn hit, whether the player has a snapshot skill or not, or drive the inline and lay it across. And now apparently long shots have been buffed a ton, but that's still not football when you just dribble up 20 yards, don't even get near the defense and just hit a 40-yard bomb every time. That's not realistic either. That's not skill either. So it's just disappointing, because I wanted so bad for this to work. I didn't think in a million years that strikers could put all these notes out and say all these things were fixed when they really weren't. I kept saying, as long as it plays how the notes read, which I'm going to bet that they are, we got a great game on our hands. I said it over and over. But unfortunately, it ended before we even got to the game part, because they did not have a game that played how the notes read, which is the biggest shocker to me and why I'm so disappointed, because I truly, even though I tried and even said I'm not going to get my hopes up because this could be something that happens, I literally still, whether it was dumb of me or not, had faith in strikers that they could give us a good product. I went and built this team, you see, wanting to boost them up, but I had more fun playing the broken game yesterday because I had no expectations, and then ended up having fun. I had more fun with that than I did with this updated quote-unquote version, because all I kept thinking about as I'm playing is, none of this crap got fixed. And if this was their best attempt, it shows you, it seals the fate of the game. You saw how negative all the social media was. If not, I'm here to tell you that it was extremely negative on every UFL platform where they allow comments. Wait till you see it now. Now, I also went from rank 330 or something like that to like 170. Right now, I think I'm closer to like 190. Because the last few games, I just was talking like this. But I tried to force myself to keep playing and playing, like wanting so bad for it to change. And it's just, the experience playing UFL is not that of satisfaction. It's not that of feeling like you're using a skill. The spirit of UFL is essentially, if you're a rat, you're going to love it. And if you can't, like if you want to play the best game, there's two other way better football games. So if maybe you can't play at a level you want to in those other two games, or you just get dominated when you play there and then you have a chance to play here, like the reasons for playing UFL are not the good reasons. It's not, man, this game's fun. It takes skill. You can use different formations, different setups, and all the passing and moving is great. Like the reasons the players left playing this game are playing it outside of this post-patch, because a lot of players got excited, which is, again, going to come crashing down when players realize just where the game's at. The more rats they face, the more exploits that are shown, the closer this whole thing gets to just being shut down, because there's not going to be enough players to sustain the game, right? Or it keeps running on like Skeleton Crew and for nothing, or gets resold to a smaller company and like a very minute number of players play the game. So I'm getting ready to start FC. I believe I'm going to stream. I mean, I've been 5 hours. I really am disappointed, but I do want to play a good football game. So like I told my stream, even if you hate, FC, even if you aren't going to play it or don't play it, I strongly urge you to watch. If not this coming stream or video or whatever, I haven't fully decided. I'm probably going to stream, but just in case I don't want to promise it or say it. But either way, find an FC video, even if it's not on my channel. But find an FC video and watch how cleanly that plays. Watch the through balls. Watch the reaction time. Watch how skill moves come off, right? Watch all that. Watch the animations and the tussles between defender and attacker. Watch the animations when the goalie comes off their line to either come get the ball or challenge an attacker to prevent them from scoring. Just all the way around, you'll see, I mean, it's just a far superior game, but to the extent that UFL, with strikers saying they fix all these things and they didn't, it's not even about like, okay, well, it's still a good game, they just need time. It's about they keep trying to make these patches where they fix their game, and they haven't been able to fix anything. So it's not even a game that's in the realm. It's not even playable, if you ask me, because if this is what it looks like when they quote-unquote fix all these things, what are they going to do in the future, right? It's just going to be a game ran by those players that like sitting back with 8 players behind the ball because they can't, defend manually. They have no skill in it. And that then play UFL to find some success, to get wins. Because they sit behind the ball, they don't defend at all. They win it, and they go counter with their Mbappe or Haaland or somebody. And when 2 players like that face each other, you essentially get 0-0 draws. That's the extent of the game. So then for everybody else that's trying to play the right way, you're pretty much stuck in no man's land. So with that being said, I'm sorry that I have to break this bad news for you. I feel like I let you guys down in a way because of how excited I was, and I know that's contagious, and I truly wanted this game to really just take off. Obviously, I've said it before, I'll say it again. You can just look at the numbers and see it anyway without me saying it, but it does me a lot better when UFL is good and when it's successful and when I know the players are going to play this and it's going to keep growing. But I just got to speak the truth, and the game is just as bad. Some would even argue maybe a little worse than before, and that's been the same with each of the other 3, 4, whatever patches. So I don't know, man. At this point, the only reason I'll cover UFL, if I even do that, is to help the players that might still play despite all this. But for the most part, there's no point in wasting your time playing a game like UFL. That's just the truth. So I wish you the best. Keep grinding. Keep having fun. If you just like regular football content, please stay around because I will be playing FC. I will be playing eFootball. And I don't know. UFL, I just can't make any promises, but I really want to know what your experience was like. I want to know if you've seen some of the same things as me or something different. And leave it in the comments and we'll talk about it. Thanks.